So a few weeks ago there was this big leak that pretty much everyone was talking about that supposedly revealed Mojang's plans for the next few years for Minecraft. There was then another similar leak that went more into Mojang's plans specifically for this year, and given some stuff that's happened over the past few weeks, I can say pretty safely that these leaks are probably fake. That being said, there are a few things in these leaks that are probably going to end up being true. So today we are going over what probably makes these leaks fake and what truth they might hold anyway. To begin with, there wasn't a lot of evidence going for these leaks in the first place. They didn't come from a very trusted or well-known source or anything. Still, as there wasn't much else going on in the community at that time, they did get a lot of attention. Starting with the second leak, the one focused specifically on this year, there is a pretty dead giveaway that it's not real in the first quarter. According to this leak, it looks like the name of the upcoming spring drop would be Pigs and Twigs. This is extremely suspicious because this was released after we had already had the snapshot with the new pig variants, and that's the only feature of the update that is shown in this leak. And so, also, the name Pigs and Twigs wouldn't really make much sense. Because, of course, now pigs are only one of the animals getting new variants. We also have cows and chickens. And naming an update only based on one of the features in it would be a little bit weird. The other thing, of course, is that Mojang said they're not going to be naming updates, or at least revealing the names until closer to completion. And this leak gives the names of the updates all the way until the end of the year. And then the other one laid out updates for the next 3 years, though it did not give them names. Now, in an interview with one of the developers, Nembon, he was asked pretty much point blank if these leaks are true or not, and of course he said no. And that doesn't mean much coming from a Mojang employee, but what he said does make sense. They don't probably plan updates out this specific, this far in advance. That would conflict pretty heavily with their whole new attitude towards making Minecraft updates. Also, with Mojang nowadays, I really can't see them doing an end update and a Sky update back to back. From a business standpoint, with those really highly requested updates, they probably would want to spread them out to maintain some more hype. If they gave the community every update they wanted right away, then they probably wouldn't be as excited for what's to come in the future. So with all of that, it does look pretty clear that these leaks are fake. There wasn't much reason to believe them in the first place, but there are probably some parts of these that are going to still end up being true. I doubt we'll be getting exactly 4 game drops a year with one every quarter, but it will probably end up being something similar to that. Also, of course, it would make a lot of sense if there was Minecraft Live in the second quarter of this year. Seeing as the previous one was in late September, it would make sense if this one was in late March or maybe early April. It's also a fairly reasonable assumption to make that we will probably be seeing the reveal of a new Minecraft spin-off sometime within the next year or so. I could see it being a sequel to Minecraft Dungeons since that was the most successful out of the spin-offs. However, for Minecraft Dungeons, they don't really have as much material to work with anymore. What I mean by that is, in the previous Minecraft Dungeons, they covered all 3 of the dimensions, most of the biomes, and most of the mobs, so if they were to make another one, it would have to be almost entirely new content. Although by this point there would be a few more things for them to work with, like the Deep Dark and the Pale Garden. It's kind of iffy. I would give it like a 50-50 that it ends up being this Dungeons sequel. The other thing, though, on this leak that is probably going to end up being true is, of course, the 2 Minecraft Lives per year, as Mojang said they would be doing, unless they just changed their mind sometime within the next 3 years. And of course, we will almost certainly be seeing more brand collaborations in the Minecraft marketplace, though I doubt it's only going to be 3 per year. We get them fairly often now. It's also a pretty reasonable guess to make that there will be an end update at least sometime soon, definitely within the next 3 years, hopefully. But I doubt that it is going to be the next one. Or at least there isn't any particular reason to believe that it is going to be the next one, though that would be a very pleasant surprise. But we will have to wait and see until Minecraft Live, when I assume Mojang is going to reveal whatever the next drop is going to be, or the drop after the spring drop that's already being revealed in snapshots. A Sky update does feel a bit less likely, though. Mojang has lately been ignoring the kind of typical fantasy stuff. Instead, they've been making a lot of entirely new things, like, of course, the creaking and the deep dark. Though I definitely wouldn't say it's completely impossible, because Mojang has been leaning a bit more into the fantasy aspect lately. The final thing I'll talk about here is the Fortnite collaboration in there. That just seems so random. Mojang's been so against Minecraft having anything to do with guns that type of a collab would just be really weird. So I am highly skeptical of that. But that's about it. That's everything that I can see that seems to make these leaks look fake, and everything in them that might be coming true anyway. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one, and for now, goodbye.